Hello, so this is the Fractions collection. There are 5 books. Only 2 I could find that would actually read out loud. So these 2 books right here will read to you. So that's awesome. Hit play.
Big share, little share. What is?
So these 2 will read to you. Let me move my little face here. So it goes through the whole book, especially like the half of the fraction, the fourths, half again. So it's looking at chocolate bars. So if you happen to have a chocolate bar at home and it's divided into these smaller pieces, not like the big chocolate ones, those are more like into halves. But this has fourths right here. Of course, pizza. So if you order pizza, if you haven't ordered pizza for the weekend or something, there's normally 8 slices on there, so you could do fractions with that. And then right here, so this one doesn't have a quiz to it, but it should be AR. So you could take the AR test on this one, but there's other ones here if you want to look at other ones. So there was that one. The half or whole one. So it's looking at halves and wholes. So it's pretty simple. It reads to you, but these are also easier words, so that you'll be able to figure this out. And then it shows you with some food. This one does have a quiz, so I would suggest taking the quiz for this one to make sure that number one, you're looking at your test taking strategies, how to read the questions and answering those questions. So that was that one. This one right here, fraction action. There's no quiz on it.
What?
Hold on. Let me see if I can go all the way back to the beginning. Whee! This one should be an AR book as well. So it goes over what is fraction. So this one you would have to have somebody read to you.
Fairly.
You could click on the word if you were having trouble with it, and like this one.
Equal.
Ooh, that only did equal, not equally. But so you could go through these.
Numerator.
And click on the words, but it's not going to read it out loud to you, the whole thing. But it does have pictures. It does have, what you say with each one. It does have some like quizzes. So like you can say like, oh, which one do you think this is? So this has a good visual about the parts and separating your shape up into different fractions. So this one is nice, but this one didn't have a quiz. And then this one does have a quiz, and I like these. I'm sure you've seen some of these in this series. But I think I like it. It's pretty cute. It's humorous. The font is a little bit different, so you may have trouble reading the font. But again, you can click on the words and have it say it out loud if you need to. Or maybe you can do like have, somebody in your family read this to you, or a neighbor. Or maybe you're reading it to, a younger sister or brother. And this one does have a quiz. So Fraction Fun does have a quiz. So most of these have a quiz in here. So I would suggest reading the book, listening to the book, taking the quiz in Epic first, and then going and doing an AR quiz on it. So we are looking for people that are actually reading the books. I was reading it too fast. That's not actually reading. That was just flipping through the pages. So it was like, oh, you should take a little bit more time with this. This one has a lot more words, but it's pretty comical. Again, with the pizzas, numerators. This one I liked because it has the paper plate. So if you had a paper plate at home, some people do, some people don't. If it's wax coated, you may need to do something different with it. But you can go through this book as well. And there's 3 videos too. We have equivalent fractions, partitioning shapes into fractions, and then on a number line, because that one's a little bit difficult. So here are the 5 books that I have picked for fractions, and the videos that go with it. So these 2 read aloud, these 2 don't. Happy reading! Happy fractions!